Final session of day 10 of the 2023 Australian Open, proudly presented by Apia. Go to insurance for retirees and helping you live the good life and play bowls. Val Febo here with you for this clash between Tony Bonell. Anthony is full name, but he goes by Tony. And Josh Barry, who's looking right at me with a big smile on his face. Another absolute superstar of the world of bowls. Val Febo here with you. Joining me again, Ben Crickstolitis, Regional Bowls Manager for Southern Sydney and Illawarra, and Chris Wallace, Bowls Australia's General Manager of Programs and Participation. Good afternoon to you, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm really glad to be here as the shadows just come across. It's still beautiful and warm, and probably have some quick greens again.
Yes, g'day Val and Ben, good to be back. Should be a cracker this match. So, some good games so far today and looking forward to another great one right now.
Yep, certainly so. Now the roll-ups are done, so gentleman just wishes us farewell. I think you realise we were quite on air at that point, but here we go. So Tony, of course, has had the ultimate glory on these greens at Broadbeach. Here's Bruce Wallace.
Hi, Val.
Hi, Bruce. Sandy Wallace's husband. He's a good man.
Very patient man.
Sandy playing at the moment too.
Yes.
In her second round match.
She is.
On another green.
Jeez, imagine the crowd if Sandy Wallace gets on a run. This is the stuff that, documentaries are made of, guys.
You're not far wrong.
I will make it. I will make this documentary. Bowls Australia production. The Sandy Wallace story. Sanding to victory.
You'd have some background footage to work with too, wouldn't you?
100%.
Yeah.
I've got footage of her watching a Port Adelaide game. They haven't lost while she's been up here.
And speaking of South Australia, we've got a couple of South Australians in this game as well. Dave Pryor and Tim Hicks. So Dave Pryor from Edwardstown and Tim Hicks from Holdfast Bay. No doubt plenty of South Australians tuning in, as they have been throughout the event.
I've had Charlie Hicks and Corey Hicks on the... Well, Corey Hicks hasn't been on the stream, but he's been around and I've spoken to him a couple of times. Believe they might be Tim Hicks's children, or at least relatives. Brad Marin, are we playing in the pairs next year, Val? Brad, I don't think you want to play with me. I will drive at anything and everything. And they might come off once or twice. Maybe, we'll see. You got to schmooze me first.
There we go. Handshake's about to occur, looks like.
TJ Saunders, who we've had on the stream before, or BPL Cup finalist, of course, or winner from West Lakes back at the start of 2021. He says that Corey and Charlie, Tim Hicks' kids. Great to have your company, TJ.
Amazing finish that BPL Cup final, wasn't it, too, in 2020? Yeah.
Craig Mills.
Unbelievable.
It was, and the celebration debut as well. The celebration was as good as what you'd normally see.
So they're playing live bowls. Looks like that stars, Optim with the stars on it. Looks like it's holding shot from here. Bit of Captain America style there. It's Tony Bonell's bowls are the Optimus.
Yes, we are down to the final 32 now in the men's pairs.
We are.
Should be able to provide some updates on the other two games beside this middle rink as we go through the game.
It's been a really good day of bowls. The sun has just gleamed on the greens so far, and as it gets towards the west, a couple of shadows from the big buildings on the Gold Coast Highway overlap and start to take their shape over the green.
See, Lee Stinson's just popped into the feed there. Just congratulations on his selection in the New South Wales state team.
Yeah, and as these shadows come across, it'll be interesting to see if the pace on the green drops at all.
Yeah, around towards this end where they're bowling now, I think it'll be okay because the sun's still gleaming on it. But as we bowl into the shadows, I reckon the pace might drop off a little bit.
Good bowl from Josh to come in. Wow, that just cut late, didn't it?
So it was a 1. And that'll be 1 to Barry and Bonell. Good start for the Australian representative pair. I was 2 in the end. I only saw 1 finger. See if they update it on the scoreboard over on the other side.
To one of the ITOs as they were wandering past and just heard us speak.
Yep. Well, we'll go with what the ITO said.
They have changed the scoreboard, but they're both standing in front of it down there, so I can't see.
Yeah, it does look like 2.
Yep. 2 to Barry and Bonell. Of course, again, 18 ends, 2 out of 15 time limit. Same as what we've had this morning as Ali Forsyth gives us a Queen's wave.
He was.
Or King's wave. And a curtsy.
Yeah, it was very elegant. The Clayton boys, there's a lot of Clayton bowlers down here at the moment. You see their Cobra shirts quite distinctive as they wander around.
Yeah, we've got Roger Scott and Kaz Rothwell all wandering through.
And yeah, we caught the curtsy there on the camera. You can see it as he walks past. Good man, Ellie Forsyth.
Well, a bit strong at the start there. They're
Yeah, Tony a bit unlucky there, running into his own bowl coming in.
So, David taking his grass here.
and needed to. It's obviously different end to end. They were pretty close this way, and there we are. That's a much better bowl. Great correction. But into the shadows, a different prospect as we were discussing. Tony's put it out nice and wide. Claps from the skip.
Yeah, he certainly found a way through. And not far away.
Yeah, much better bowl than his first and second ones. He'll be satisfied with that. Keep his confidence up.
Stephen Rowdy Arthur joining us. Josh Barry, originally from Warrnambool in the Mallee in Victoria. Wimmera.
One of Deer Park's recent recruits, so Deer Park these days.
Yep, drove past the exit to Warrnambool on the way to Adelaide earlier on this year. It's a fair way out. Not sure how he used to make the trek every weekend to play for Deer Park. It's a long way.
What can we see here? He's pushed down he's a left-hander. That's his forehand. I don't know if it's going to pull up near Jack here.
No,
It's
had a good line, but it's just running through, isn't it, Ben? Yeah.
So, let's see where this one ends up from Tim Hicks.
Came out of his hand a bit narrow.
Might get a lucky rub. Won't do. Very similar coloured bowls here from all of them, either blue or dark grey or cool colours.
Yeah.
Josh Barry, he likes it. He likes it. Just doesn't get around.
Has opened a bit of a path for Tim to find a way through now.
Yeah, exposed Jack a little there. Something to rest on at the back too.
Certainly what David's calling on, saying probably just try for that yard through the head. Get a movement on a bowl or jack. He's just gone through the gap there.
Still a huge amount of support here at the at Broadbeach, and why wouldn't there with the still I'd suggest low 20s here even as the afternoon moves on.
22 currently. My watch telling me that we're at our max, so
Certainly a
beautiful
perfect
day.
afternoon. Sorry, Val.
No, I was just saying it was a beautiful day, and you were echoing those sentiments, I think.
Absolutely perfect afternoon to watch some bowls as the green well and truly, the surrounds well and truly filling up now. Almost not a spare seat here.
Yeah, poor Val sitting here telling me he was freezing earlier.
I was. The wind just getting to me. I'm not used to it.
That shot as it comes down looks narrow again, but he has managed this before.
No, that's
crossing.
definitely narrow.
I don't know.
What are we going to have here?
It looks like he's kicked two out.
2 out, yeah. And there's going to be a measure here for a spot in the round of 16. So what have we got? That is 2. Scoreboard updates to 2 apiece. After 2 ends.
Probably not really the start either team wanted. Doesn't look like a lot of really close bowls yet. It's going to take some adjusting to get used to it now. The breeze has shifted direction from where it was this morning, and obviously those shadows coming across from the big buildings over there to the west a little bit will have some effect on the grass.
Yeah, certainly will play slightly different from end to end, playing into the sun and then into the shade.
So, what's Tony Bonell got? In another one, I feel like bowls has more power couples than any other sport. Because the Bonells, you got Twist and Brianna Smith, you've got Cottrell and Howie, you've got plenty more. Forgetting one really big one.
I'm talking about Murphy. And
Yeah,
Rookie.
Murphy and Rookie. You've also got Wilson and Worsnop.
Febo and who'd be the other half of your power couple, mate?
Fletcher. Unfortunately, not in bowls anyway.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe a future mixed pairs event,
Yeah.
mate.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, my beautiful wife Michelle so far refusing all of my entreaties to start up bowls. Maybe one day.
Well, one day we're going to be talking about the Crickstolitises.
No one will be talking about us because they can't say it.
Still makes you a power couple, Ben.
Damn right.
But yeah, Tony and Serena have won the multi-disability pairs here before in 2021. Couple of kids together. Serena, a real pioneer of inclusivity within not just bowls, but all sports. Does a wonderful job.
It really is something about bowls that is all-inclusive, though. I've never, certainly as my role down south, one of the most satisfying things is doing the all-abilities days with the kids and all that. And we've got all-abilities kits for the rookie rollers and these things that I've used quite extensively everywhere. Brilliant design by the staff. I think, Chris, you were involved in that.
Yeah, brilliant kits. It's great not just for kids, but for anyone who's learning to play the game. Rookie rollers, sort of soft modified bowls. You can use them on any flat surface, and it's a great way to get people into the game. So many clubs have a set, in their clubhouse these days that they can bring out for barefoot bowls days, and just get whether it be juniors or any people of any age having a roll. It's a beautiful thing about our sport, Ben, isn't it? Any age, any ability.
Everyone.
Yep, it
Haven't
is.
met a person yet that can't play.
It is a wonderful sport.
Crossing the head again, still pretty wide coming this way.
Yeah, Josh looking to find a way around some front bowls.
Yeah, with Rhonda pointing out, go South Australia. We do have another Victorian South Australian grudge match here.
Yep, there's a few of them around. Well, there's a big rivalry between the two.
Oh, look at this.
Tim Hicks
Yeah, magnificent bowl from Tim.
masking the jack away, so I reckon this will be... Is he going to go on the other hand here?
That wobbled perfectly to the finish and just dropped straight on Jack, and is still touching it there on the just off the line.
Yeah, Tony asked Josh for a connection here, but a bit wide with this one.
Almost got a rub through. Tony will have... Josh will have one more crack. What can Tim Hicks conjure up?
We'll be hoping for exactly the same thing, but he wouldn't want to make the target much bigger.
No. And we know they're swooping back. But no, he's not going to get around.
Yeah.
Or under.
Perfect weight for the shot again.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, so they're calling two.
Josh changing hands. Maybe looking to promote their one.
Doesn't look like he's made contact with anything.
Slide under.
Yeah.
So, two of the South Aussie lads.
He's missed the finger signal there. Looked like one.
Two.
Two?
Yeah.
Yep. So, 4-2 lead after 3 ends, sorry. Ends our run of twos. We had a 2-2-2.
It's still 2-2-2. What?
No, 2-2-4.
2-2-2. Yeah,
Four.
gotcha. Sorry, my apologies.
But we've had a 2-2-2. Great, Richie Benno. Can see Sandy Wallace over there skipping in her fours rink. It's exciting, isn't it? What's David Pryor got with his opener here?
Pushed it pretty wide. Let's see I'm interested to see where this finishes on the line. I see it's still taking a lot of grass out that hand. That's good to see. Even though that shadow's there, it doesn't seem to have affected it much yet. And a brilliant finish there. He's just behind Jack.
Tony sticking to playing the backhand, and there's a path there to draw inside that one bolt just behind the jack, which he has done. Great bowl, Tony.
That's the best two we've seen in the last three ends, and as we said, take a few ends to adjust it. These guys are all very experienced players. Yeah, correct width again by the looks. Just not the weight.
Drop underneath. Tony's had such a wonderful and storied career on both the national and international stage. And these greens would certainly mean a lot to him, guys. Having witnessed or been part of the ultimate glory back in 2018 with Ken Hansen and Josh Thornton.
Yeah, he'd be, right at home if nothing else. And if then he'd be pretty focused. I'm assuming the nostalgia wouldn't be really, maybe it would be. Every time he bowls here now, it'd certainly be on my mind having tasted that kind of glory.
That was another amazing finish to that game too, wasn't it? Incredible.
Yeah. Heard the stories about Serena and her ability to spark up a cheer squad. Jessica Alvaro. Go, Timmy. Jess, now, you should be working. You work right across from Wally. I bet you're sitting at Wally's desk right now.
Jess can multitask. Like, good as the best of them.
She's a very good operator, Rinkside Jess. Had her on here many times, including last year's Australian Open. She was a big part of our Rinkside Live family.
A big part of keeping Bowlslink coming along too. It brings you all the results and updates and competition setups. So both Jess and Aaron do a great job looking after our Bowlslink.
Yep, Aaron Delaporte has slotted in beautifully. And of course, results.bowlslink.com.au if you want to stay tuned with everything that you need to know about the results at the Australian Open for 2023, or of course the Bowls Now app, which you can download via the App Store or Google Play.
While we're talking results, just some results from other rinks. We've got Pedersen and Black leading Rook and Healy 6-0 at the moment after 3 ends. And in the other round of 32 match on this green, looks like we've got Twist and Wilson leading 3-1. 3-1 after 3 ends. So over Diani and Barton. So it's Twist and Wilson 3-1 up over Diani and Barton. 4-2 here in this game, and the heads are starting to tighten up as the players get used to the green, especially a slightly different pace from end to end. And,
Wally, you'll be pleased to know that Jess is working, but at her desk, not at yours. And, yes, clarified, Tim is Charlie and Corey's dad. So a great bowling family. We've seen a few of them so far. We've had the Chromies as well. Tyson and Kobe.
Yeah, you spoke about power couples. There's certainly some power families getting around, I'd say, as well. Yeah, being a game that anyone can play. You can play against your dad or your kids, or with them even in the same team. It's pretty unique for a lot of sports. His head definitely has tightened up.
Yeah, Josh found good line again, but just pushed that one through a touch. Tim's bowl almost running into disco there. Yep.
Disco running down, just using that one eye to look down the green for his bowl. May not have had the peripheral vision. So a big grouping of bowls at the back here. A couple in the front and 2 really close. But no massive advantage to either side here, I don't think.
Josh playing his forehand once again. Weight looks... it might be just a bit light.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy with it out of his hand. What's the call, lads?
I haven't seen a finger signal.
Tony's picked up the mat.
Yeah, so we know it's one to them, but or at least.
I do think it was one. I think they were only holding one there.
We'll go with it for now. Ends our run of 2s to start the day.
Corey Hicks just pointing out that that he thinks Tim might be the third best Hicks.
Well, Corey, we know that you like to make sure that your brother and father are on. They drop their ego. You're always there to bring them down a peg.
And don't forget, this is recorded, so they can see it later too.
Sharon Kane saying that Corey's not too old to get grounded. He's not. He's a young man.
Good start there by Tony, just a couple of feet in front of Jack.
He told us not to pump his brother up too much the other day when we had him on the stream. Trying to look for Corey and see if he's around.
Say if he is somewhere. Put your hand up, Corey.
I'll figure it out. David Pryor.
Good response from Dave.
Yep.
Yeah. Great bowl there just behind Jack.
Final match of day 10. Just 2 more days of proper ringside live action like what we've had in the final 2 days of the competition. There'll be 3 different broadcasts going at once. Or 4 if you can't have your bowler.
Yeah, that'll involve all 4 of us on this across this table here at the moment.
Yep. Everybody's going to be involved.
Lockie over there pushing the buttons. Stayed very quiet today. Resting his voice.
Saving himself for later in the week.
I'm trying to offer him the mic to say something and offer some input.
Oh, very good there by David.
Yeah, it's a solid start to this end by Dave.
Lockie gave me donuts then.
Bit of side-eye too, by the way.
But yeah, all playing for a spot in the final 16, all of these teams. Along with one of our colleagues, Michael Sorensen, Hollywood, made his way through the final 32.
Oh,
so
wow.
Him and Ray Mackay playing John Simmons and Anthony McAnally over at Helensvale at the moment.
Oh,
Right now. Oh,
So-
God, we're never going to hear the end of that if Hollywood keeps going.
God,
He's nicknamed Hollywood for a reason, Michael Sorensen. Of course, he's been a big help over the last week and a half.
he's a genuinely good man. So I wish him all the best, but yeah, we're not going to hear the end of that.
The Hawaiian shirt might be out tonight. If he's,
Oh, no.
he's winning. He'll probably be out anyway, win or
Yeah,
lose.
yeah,
But
that's right.
Straight out of Lowe's.
Yeah.
David's done well there. Look, he'll be probably holding 2. One at the front and the one at the back.
Yeah, looks like it. All bowls finding their line now on the screen.
But as a skipper, that's actually one of my favourite kinds of heads. Enough to run into, but a bit of space there to either draw or move Jack around.
Yep.
Yeah, top bowl coming in from Josh.
Magnificent.
Nicely done from Josh Barry.
Still got one on still one down. Is Josh, despite that really good bowl, but fantastic spot for him to be.
And number 5 right now of 18. And we'll have a 2 hour and 15 minute time cap. So
Tim on his way looking for another. He's not far away here. Can sit on David's bowl, and he has.
that is a
Make 2.
ripper.
Yeah,
Absolute
absolute
pointer.
cracker.
Brilliant shot there from Tim Hicks.
Josh looking to play something similar to his last, no doubt. Doesn't have to change a lot to get a result. He's going a touch wider. That would be perfect to find the outside edge of the jack, or if he sits those bowls.
We'll roll it and move, Jack.
Wow.
Pushed it through.
Not a bad effort, was it?
Great bowl.
Still.
2 down, and he's got a little bit of a shelf to sit on now.
Big crowd building here over this side of the rink now. They seem to be drifting between the ladies over there and the men. Oh,
Tim
look at
looking
this.
to add a third. And
Oh, wow.
he may have, or he may roll one out. No worse than 2.
Not sure. It's set up, so it could still be in the count.
Yeah, Josh got a decision here. Does he change hands and try to roll his own bowl in, or stay with what he was doing?
It's a very good head.
It is, yeah. Dilemma was staying with the same hand. He could just move the jack back to the opponent's bowls and still be 2 or 3 down.
Almost looks like that curved wall of bowls there to try just to run into. Anything can
Yeah.
happen, but he has come the other
He's
way.
changing hands, yeah. Played his forehand, looking for his own bowl on the way in. It just needs a turn or 2. But he might not have quite centred it out wide enough.
Yep.
Yeah, just miscalculated the grass needed there. right weight.
The weight was pretty much spot on, you're right, Ben. So let's see what Tim can do. Being instructed on a way to make 4 here. Wouldn't this be a hot start?
Yeah, trails is an inch or two, and he's probably got that 4th shot that David was calling, so...
He's in the area. David's saying don't mind it.
Might just be a touch wide. His weight was spot on.
Yeah. Apparently 1 down is what we're
Only
looking
one.
at here.
There we go.
So we believe it's 5-3. They'll update the scoreboard. Wait for Josh Barry to hop out the way.
5-3 it is.
Yep.
After 5 ends.
So this match, we're almost a third of the way through. Still feeling each other out. Evie Exton throwing shade at Corey. And, of course, the Australian Open supported by Apia. Go-to insurance for retirees and proudly supporting the event officials and volunteers. And Wally, you and I did some modelling today.
We did. Still
You
wearing
were?
the APA cap at
Yep.
the moment.
You
Keeping
still
sun
got it on?
safe.
Yep.
I'm surrounded by APA logos at the moment. Popular hat, that one.
Yeah.
But just to...
When are we going to get our catalogue deal, Wally?
Yeah, I'm not sure when. It's
Prada and Gucci surely calling soon.
if not Best of Less or Kmart. do you
Yeah,
think?
that's fine. I'll
yeah.
take anything, really. Anything.
And a big shout out to the volunteers and everyone here. These clubs run on volunteers, and events like this wouldn't be possible without them. So thanks everyone for everyone that's listening. And if you volunteer at your own club, thank you as well.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable effort to host this event across venues all the way from Coolangatta up to Boonlee. Thanks to all the clubs that have been involved in making this such a fantastic event.
Oh, brilliant correction there. David dropping in a bit of a bomb there, actually. Considering that hand's cut off. Tony just cutting the head a bit there. A little bit less weight trying to correct from his first bowl.
Yeah, his weight was good, wasn't it? Just finds that line with his next with the same weight, should be fine.
And David just dropping that one short. Probably be disappointed with that considering his second bowl was so close to Jack.
So,
Tony's got a bit extra on this one.
Yep. Yeah, will it get
Hoping to
down?
Get back in time.
Yep, I reckon
Pull
that's
up.
good.
Oh,
Just went too far.
Yeah, just ran through and stop there at the back though. Gives you Skip something to work towards on that hand as well. So they're finishing a very handy spot.
So we believe that Ben Twist and Aaron Wilson might be down 6-1. We'll try and confirm that for you on the
no, I
next
believe
rink
they're
over.
up.
Oh, believe they're up.
Up 6-1, yeah, against Diani and Barton. Yeah, so Twist and Wilson on the left-hand side of that scoreboard.
Okay, so they're up.
And on the other game, we've got Rook and Healy taking on Pedersen and Black, and it's Pedersen and Black up 7-2 after 5 ends against Rook and Healy.
So let's see what Tim's got.
Gave it enough grass.
Just needed a little bit more on his weight.
Tough-ish shot here for Josh. There's a bit of space there. A little window to get through.
Chasing this one in. It's not far away.
Just went through. God, if you're asked to hit that gap 100 times out of 100, you'd hit one of the bowls.
Absolutely amazing. It was, as I said, just that little window there. He went exactly in the right spot, but maybe carried a little bit far. You know,
Unbelievable.
It's almost one of those things, isn't it? You can play for the gap and hope to hit one of the two objects, but find the gap, something else.
So as they convey the head, final bowl to come down. Been a big day here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club as fours and pairs take centre stage.
Excellent saying that Timmy needs smaller pants.
Think they're okay.
I'm not sure what you mean there, Evie. Here he comes again.
Josh Barry. I think it's going to crash. Yep. That's going to crash.
Yeah,
So,
it was on track. Wasn't for that front bowl.
That's two. And they continue to forge ahead. The margin is at 4 now. 7-3 in favour of Pryor and Hicks over Barry and Bonell. Good start for the South Australian pair as David Minns walks past us. Another Parajackaroo. Of course, won the multi-disability singles here last year against Frank Krislovich.
Sorry, Evie, just pointing that out. I just saw that. You're not wrong.
Speaking of Frank, he's still playing in the pairs as well over at Rabina. So he's also in the final 32. Well, Frankie had his birthday this week, turned 25.
Good on you, Frank. So, this is Sharon saying that pulls his pants up every time here.
Yeah. And as I was reading that, I looked up and he was doing exactly that. You're not wrong. We all have our little routines.
Yeah. So, good start here from David Pryor.
Yeah, fair
start. Tony Bonell.
Yeah, fair start from both players. Still a good metre short there.
Tony and Josh had a easy start to the day. They had a walkover this morning. So in their following match, they tight one. Won by 2 shots, 15-13. So to make their way through the final 32. And David and Tim had a couple of close games as well, getting through to here. So 21-19 this morning in their first round match. And then 15-11.
To an extra end earlier.
Yeah, it was exciting, wasn't it?
Yep, very much.
And then timed out their last game.
Yep.
So against the Middle Park lads. So Zeno and Cook. But yeah, so.
So yes, Sue, as soon as that scoreboard does change, we'll let you know. Just make sure that we do have it right with Twist and Wilson. So Tony Bonell fires down his third. And that one goes past, so if there is an attacking shot, we'll see that one come into play a little bit more, or a trail or something along those lines. Been an interesting start to this one. Just continuously pulled away Pryor and Hicks. So we almost.
A bowl from
Almost.
Twisted
Aaron Wilson just
Yes.
drove then. No, we can confirm Ben Twist and Aaron Wilson are down.
Yep.
Yep.
My bad. I've probably led you astray there, Val.
No, that's all right. No, they are down. We've confirmed. And they're down a collect here if Aaron Wilson doesn't change things.
Yeah, the chalk on the board up there is really hard to see, so we can't tell which one's which either side until we've had a win. But I just got up and asked the question.
So we'll get an update for that Twist and Wilson match. I think they conceded in the last end as well. One down and I think one down, so it might be 8-1.
That's to Diani and Barton. So.
Yep. Joel Diani and Simon Barton, New South Wales Queensland pair. Disco will update this now, so we'll let you know.
Josh just crossed the head again there. Good weight.
Yep, 8-1.
8-1 up to 7. That's it.
Confirmed. So, upset brewing maybe. Upset brewing.
And on the other
Back
rink
of this
there,
game, Tim's... Sorry, Ben.
no, your apologies, on the other rink there, the Nathans are up 7-2 after 5. Oh, that's a good shot.
Great to see so many fans here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club today and all around the Gold Coast throughout this fortnight. It is truly a festival of bowls.
I think it's been amazing all day. I've been commenting on how many people are here, and for a Monday, we discussed that earlier. Someone's just turning up over there with a picnic basket. Might be about to spread a blanket on the green.
It's just about standing room only now, isn't it? Really? I mean, every spare seat is just about taken. So it's about rug time, I think.
Exactly right.
There's a few spare spots of grass around, but certainly 2 or 3 deep behind us here in the commentary box.
Forceful shot here. Oh,
Yeah, Tim looking for some weight. Just at least a couple down.
yeah, just hit that front bowl. He was online and really unfortunate to get that edge.
So, Josh Barry, every bowl he bowls, the more important they become.
Yep,
That's
2
two.
to Tony and Josh. So 7-5 to David and Tim after 7 ends.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to stay this way. They're just, there's been a lot of multiples scored. Just the 2 singles from the 7 ends so far. So high scoring affair already. A thoroughly enjoyable contest. John Seitman saying it'll get even busier by finals days on Thursday and Friday. Always good to be here nice and early on those days. If you want a seat, yes, be here early in the morning. Camp out if you need to. Ben Crickstelitis is going to be sleeping here. He's having the best time.
I've somehow lost... Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I've somehow lost my jumper, so I don't think I'll be sleeping here overnight. It does get chilly at night.
Maybe we'll see it when we get to Helensvale on Wednesday.
Hanging up the flagpole or something.
Maybe.
That's a pretty good start by Tony there. It's jack high. Probably not the grass he was looking for, but still there.
Weight was very good, wasn't it?
Correct, jack high. It's something I've noticed because I've spent much time on this green. Is that shadows from that building is actually moving away again. It's not something I've seen very, very often. So the grass will be in that end will be in full sunlight at some point.
Yep. It's funny because it wasn't earlier,
Definitely not.
Yeah.
but the sun will continue to move. But then there's a couple of trees near the Broadbeach Bowls Club. So this one probably less protected by buildings and
Good adjustment from Tony coming in here.
very good adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful correction. He knew he had the weight. He just had to pull his grass in a little bit.
It is strange about the shadows, isn't it? And the end we're at, the commentary end, where the mat is now getting shade across it as well. So there's these little things that the players have to keep in mind.
Oh,
David
fantastic
with a
shot.
good response. Wow, that's a great bowl.
That's the exact bowl that he needed to play there. Could not have been better.
And Jay Allendale asking, thanks for the coverage. Do you know what games you'll be streaming tomorrow? Well, we'll keep you posted. Make sure you stay tuned to Bowls Australia's Facebook page, and we'll have that ready for you.
Well, I know Valors, I'll be here, sitting behind the desk and absolutely loving the quality of bowls we're getting here.
Yeah, and the action tomorrow includes more men's pairs and women's pairs action. So from round 4 through to semi-finals. And
Very
the men's
exciting
pairs,
stuff.
Yeah, women's pairs. So
Fantastic bowl.
over 60s men's pairs kick off for some of the sections. Other sections we're playing today.
Plenty going on, that's for sure.
Yeah, women's pairs, bowls with disability, vision impaired singles all on tomorrow.
David's just put a ripper of a bowl down there again and matched up his brilliant shot, his brilliant second shot, and he's now holding 2 right next to Jack. And,
Josh having a run here.
as expected.
We can clear it out, and well, it has moved them.
Absolutely perfect.
Great shot, Josh.
Could not have hit them better.
Will Tim just plonk one back here? Had the line, but just not quite the weight on that occasion. Josh just looking to draw one in the space he's created, but
Yeah,
might not
tough.
have quite sent it.
Yeah, tough to come back from a heavy shot to a dead draw.
So, Jay, we can confirm it'll be men's pairs round of 16, quarters and semi-final tomorrow. There are women's pairs going on, but they're the higher knockout rounds. It's not quite at the pointy end of the tournament as what it is here. And then I reckon Helensvale on Wednesday will be the women's pairs action as it was last year. And singles as well. Women's pairs and singles. Thank you to Lockie for confirming that.
So lots of instruction here from Tony.
Josh having another run.
Huge.
Oh, bowl onto Jack. And Jack sprung out to the ditch.
But I think it stayed in.
Jack stayed in. 2 bowls have gone out of bounds.
3 or 4
David's
down.
call saying 3 or 4 down. Yeah.
Wow.
Massive
So-
bowl.
That is, in the context of this match, that is humongous.
Bit of room here for Tim. He's pretty much just got to get past the tee, it looks like.
It's such a great result from a heavy bowl. It's just accurate enough to knock things around. And my favourite chaos bowl. They got the result yesterday.
Good line here from Tim. It's just got to really pull up now. I think he's played it. Will it stop? Will it stop? It's close to the ditch. Oh, it is right on the
Wow.
ditch. What a good bowl from Tim there.
Look at the
Yeah,
laugh.
3 or 4 down.
A little giggle. And
He's
So
la-
some-
he's
I didn't
laughing
see
now.
it. I didn't see a signal there.
I believe it was just a 1. Yeah, that was the one. They were 3 or 4 down. So
Yep.
His heart was in his
yeah,
throat.
a couple of
as
great
they
bowls
came
from
out.
Josh.
Yep, they've cut it down. So 7-6 the lead.
Or 8-5.
Sorry, no, I had that wrong. 8-5 it is. You are right, Wally.
Yeah, no, Joshua played a couple of crackers to change ahead a couple of times there, being down, but was holding 3 or 4 temporarily. But Dave, or Tim, I should say, under pressure, played the big bowl and sat it just a few inches off the ditch. Score updates from the other games, and Pedersen and Black are up 11-3 after 7 ends. That's over Rook and Healy. So Pedersen and Black up 11-3. And Twist and Wilson won their last end against Diani and Barton, but we just haven't seen the score from that one. They're on their 8th end at the moment, down 8-1 at the moment, Twist and Wilson. Actually, their 9th end.
Unbelievable result that could be. 9th end here as well, almost at the halfway point of this contest.
And David's just dropped one next to Jack there as he needed to. Good correction from his first.
He's playing well. He's David Pryor. He's winning this lead battle with Tony Bonell. Sharon Kane, come on, Crow Eaters. Does that mean that David and Tim are both Port Adelaide fans? Is that what that means?
I think that's just a affectionate term for all South Australians, isn't it?
Good fella.
Crow Eaters?
Crow Eaters.
Val over here trying to start fights.
Nothing. Crow Eaters, South Australia. Sand Gropers, WA.
Sand gropers, yep.
Yep.
Mexicans.
Yep. It's one that just walked past just then. Yep. Amy Beecroft, Mexican.
So, John Siteman, here's a neat thing I just realised. In these 3 games, at least half of the men here have won the AO before. Healy, Pedersen, Bonell, Barry, Wilson and Twist. And even more across the greens here when you consider the 4s on the others as well. And that's exactly right, because I know that Ellen Ryan is out there. I know that Kate Argent-Bowden is out there.
That's a spectacular stat there, John.
Yep.
Well done. He's sitting over there with his beautiful mother.
That's what I meant, Jess. Tim is not a Crows fan. He's a Port Adelaide fan. This might be why they called him Crow Eaters. So they're precariously placed here, the Australian representative team. Where are we? Treacles through. 1 to Pryor and Hicks, I believe.
See, it
Looks
looks
like
like
that way.
David's still got that one, yep. Jack Hyatt looks like the winning bowl so far.
It's going to go around the back, so opportunity to get a second in here. Jan, I can't see Serena's score, unfortunately. On a different green to us, so there's no way of getting that. Download the Bowls Now app via the Google Play Store or App Store, or go to results.bowlslink.com.au after the session, and you'll be able to find out how it went.
Yes, unfortunately, we can just see the 3 men's pairs games on the green in front of us.
And almost barely then.
Yeah, we certainly,
Yes, depending on how this crowd is going.
Yeah, we might be in a bit spot of bother here. Gentleman hopped out of the way for us.
See, we have a very narrow window to the rink here from where we're sitting.
Josh
And
played a cracker and looks like he's got the shot.
that's a ripper. That is a ripper from Josh Barry.
So, score update from the Twist and Wilson rink playing Diani and Barton. So, Diani and Barton leading 10-4 after 9 ends. So, Twist and Wilson down by 6, looks like.
I think they've just dropped a 3 as well. So, very interesting.
Yeah, they've just further update. That was 11-4, not 10-4. So, it wasn't 2, but a 3.
Wow.
So, 11-4 down at halfway mark, Twist and Wilson.
Upset is brewing.
Hard to see there at the moment. That ball in front of Josh's is probably, well, undoubtedly a shot. I think it's only one.
Yeah, it looks like one to Josh and Tony here, doesn't it, with Josh's front bowl. He's got a chance to add another. He's going to change hands, looks like, and see if he can either roll Tony's in or sit Jack high bowl, which is holding them out for second shot. He's got a good track on this. He's looking to give it a turn or two and make maybe three. That's a great bowl.
Oh,
and he might have just made 3 shots.
Josh Barry.
Lift your hat, Tony. That was a great shot.
He has to, surely.
That was a cracking bowl. Yeah, 1,
2 kicked out.
2 kicked out, and looking at a third.
Oh, could there be?
One closer to the line, sure.
Could there be a fourth?
However, one's laying down and one's standing up. That's the difficulty.
It's somewhere between 2 and 4. Having a good walk around the head.
Oh, this could be. Oh, what have we got? We're going to measure, I reckon.
Good vision from Josh and Tony to see that shot there.
So we're going to measure here. What will this score be? Is it going to be even? Are they still going to be behind? What have we got? Just when you thought the momentum was going one way.
Yeah, you're not wrong. A big multiple here brings it right back to 0-all, essentially. Just fewer ends to go.
Oh,
so
not sure if that one was in the counter.
No idea. We're going to find out.
They're even measuring that wing bowl.
That's in. So that is a 3.
3 count. So that's all level.
So at the halfway point, we've got a 9-end shootout. 8 apiece. What a game.
And looking at one of the rinks next door, we've got Pedersen and Black have skipped out to a 16-3 lead at the 9-end mark.
And Nathan Squared really putting it on the New South Welshman there. Well, the lads in front of us not really playing many games with the jack or the mat, standard length. Both teams pretty comfortable there.
Val McKenzie asking if Teasy's on that green. I know how much you love Teasy. I'm not actually sure, to be honest.
I think he's elsewhere
Yeah,
today.
I think he is. Oh, actually, no, I did see him roaming around here this morning. But he might be, I think he's at Burleigh.
He is, yeah, Burleigh. Yep. Yeah, him and Aaron playing Tyler Pettigrew and Jake Rinn at the
Yep,
moment.
that'd be a very, very good contest.
Yeah, the men's pairs spread across a few venues because we did start with 128 this morning, of course. They couldn't all fit here at Broadbeach, but some matches here at Broadbeach, some at Helensvale, some at Paradise Point, and some at Musgrave Hill in Robina.
How's this little section at Paradise Point? Ingham and Baker versus Davies and Nan. The winner of that plays Spur or Winther. So they're last year's finalists, or Jackson Williams and John Bonham.
Mm.
Very, very tough area there.
John Bonham.
And Burleigh heads at last of those venues where both Aarons are, Tees and Sheriff.
Yep.
With Tyler and Jake Rinn playing, but also Gary Kelly and David Ferguson down there.
Yeah, that's a very, very tough section of the draw.
Yeah, it is, playing Jimmy Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flynn O'Shaughnessy.
Just looking here, the Leeds have put 2 really good bowls down there.
Absolute crackers.
Talking and a third one coming in now. Just short, a little bit short. You see how long the shadows are getting. The players on the other rink casting shadows over the head there as well.
Tony just checking his delivery as a wide bowl coming across from the neighbouring rink.
Then just show me the reference to John Bonham that I didn't understand, but it's just something showing my age. Yeah.
Zeppelin's even before my time, but same as the Stones, I still give them a good listen to.
Fair enough. So this one sitting on a knife's edge after the halfway point.
Oh, great shot.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful bowl.
Been going just on an hour, gentlemen.
So, David holding 2 there, Ben, do you think?
Definitely. Yeah. And 8 all at the halfway mark. And fantastic bowls into the head, still very much happening.
Disco and Wilson down 11-4, but they've just scored, so we'll wait. We've got to wait another end for that to update. So they are in a spot of bother, the defending champions.
Josh looking to play some weight again. Yep. Get a bit of disturbance. He might just be under.
Yep.
But another 2 cracks.
It's a good idea. He's got 2 bowls in the head there. Disturbing it will kick it out in the open if nothing else. Even if he removes his own bowls, gives him another chance at the jack.
Yeah, and he's got one of Tony's waiting behind, so probably look. Yeah, they do have the tee covered as well.
The Nathans next door, Jess Alvaro leading 16-3 over Carl Healy and Paul Rook.
Yeah, Tim looking to get one around the back now, realising Josh was probably going to play weight again.
It looks like with the direction Jack would shoot out to the left of your camera there. Heavy again.
Yeah, one the other side.
Oh. Didn't quite look like weight for the kill. Did look like weight to push things around. There is a big mob of bowls that are likely to stop anything at that weight, but it would kick things around a bit.
Yeah, with Tim's second to last bowl, he may have the tee covered now. Looks like he was trying to get another one in behind. Could be a little bit of hit and hope stuff here from Josh, but one thing's for certain, it's pretty hard to outdraw. So,
yeah, chaos ball on its way, maybe.
Let's see what he does. Josh Barry. Big moment in the game.
Going weight again.
Well, he's closer. No, he's not. Thought he was originally.
Looked it out of his hand, but
yeah, and then it darted hard, didn't it?
Yeah, Tim with the chance to draw the extra here, holding 2.
So, this is a free kick here for Tim Hicks to give them back the ascendancy, which they've only not had for one end.
He's on track.
Here it
He's
comes.
close here.
Oh,
That is an excellent bowl. Wowee.
yeah, if there's Murray how he'd take it off, that's a magnificent shot.
Brilliantly done, so that'll be 3. Eleven 8.
Yep, looks like 3. 10 ends gone.
Yep, that is massive. Of course, as it has been the case for the first 2 matches of the day, we've finished at 17 ends because the lead has been beyond 6. If that lead is beyond the maximum count with an end to play, we won't play that final end.
John Siteman over there on the Nathan's rink there, just pointing out that Nathan Pedersen's drives have been exceptional. It's just amazing even watching him yesterday. That was something I commented on. They're absolutely deadly. Oh, this is a great start. Look at this. Perfect. Jack's in.
Great start from Dave. Certainly starting to put a bit of pressure on with these lead bowls now, David. Last few ends.
Yeah, he's just clicked.
He's enjoying a little purple patch here.
On rink 2, Rook and Healy have pegged a couple back on Pedersen and Black, so 16-6 now.
But they're down 2 here. Nathan Black enjoying a pretty successful end against Paul Rook. And David Pryor.
One on either hand, amazing. Yep, drew a near toucher with his first bowl, changed hands and tried it with his next.
He can do no wrong at the moment.
Absolutely got this length dialed in. He's found the grass on both hands. It's a fantastic display bowling there.
What has Tony Bonell got? Josh Barry's clapping it in.
Great response.
Oh, the reply.
What a bowl.
That is one. Josh Barry puts up the finger. Says you've secured it.
I can assure you these Leeds bowls are as good as anything we are seeing on the other 2 rinks as well at the moment. So
David Pryor. Coming around the back. And Josh Barry instructing same bowl.
David getting around the back's probably a good place to be because I can see some disturbance happening on those 2 front bowls. Tony looking to change it up first. He's just run into a short bowl.
So good bowling, but I think that bowl that's gone past, even though he's lost the battle, they may still yet win the war.
It's absolutely the most important bowl in that head right now is the one in behind. Perfect passage down there for a heavy shot for both skips should they choose. From a guy who likes to play a heavy shot, that's absolutely mouth-watering. I want to go up and play it myself.
Twiston Wilson getting a couple of shots back, so 11-6 to Diani and Barton over Twiston Wilson. So
that one's getting closer as well.
5 the difference after 11 ends.
This is deep into the 11th end here.
That's the tee.
Yep. So if Josh Barry does decide to attack later on, still got they're holding, so they're not going to do anything. But if Tim Hicks can change that, Josh Barry's not afraid, and well,
that's the tee.
That's the tee now.
Yeah, Josh has the tee, so
really feeling each other out here.
Yeah, Timmy's going to have a run here.
Here it comes.
And he's close.
Close to the split.
Got the split.
Got the split.
Just
great bowl.
Jack didn't even move. Tim Hicks.
Perfectly in the middle. Hit both bowls at the same time and just shifted them the other way. Love it.
Perfectly executed. Josh Barry needs to put another one in there.
Absolutely wasted no time on the mat there.
No, he was quick, and he's gone underneath. Weight's not bad, though. So now, from power to finesse, what can Tim Hicks conjure up? They're 3 ahead. Putting in a second here would really mount the pressure. What's he going for?
Yeah, it's always a little bit tricky, isn't it? Go from the drive to back to draw.
Absolutely.
So the draw now, the option.
Tony giving Josh the mark here. It's not quite a metre of room to draw. 2/3 of a metre or 2 foot in the old scale. But there is room. An important bowl in the.
He's taken some grass. More grass than before. Will he crash into Tony's? No, he's motoring along here. That's too much. 1. So lead is out to 4. 7 ends to play. This one teetering along very nicely. Oh, Nathan Pedersen and Nathan Black. They're on 22. I'm not sure what that score.
22-6 now.
Jeez,
against,
that is.
Rook and Healy.
They are looking ominous, those two.
And Jack down to that same length again. Still taking a lot of grass out that side. Out of the forehand for David. And here he comes with a pretty damn good first bowl. Reply from Tony's out pretty wide on that hand. It's a little bit narrow on the other one. But here it comes.
Yeah, good weight again from Tony. He's generally been getting his weight all right, sometimes holding a bit wide, but
they'll pretty much guarantee the direction they're going to go. They're going to continue on each side, having not wanting to knock each other's bowls in. He's played that a little narrower. What's the weight like is the big question here. Oh, yeah.
Tony doesn't need to change much here. Perfect weight with his first. Looks like he has gone a bit tighter. So he's got the same weight. It might not have quite sent it down.
So, avenue is open for both leads to still take the ascendancy in the 12th end. The second of three largest stanzas of this contest that Team Pryor and Hicks have got the advantage in. And that will do enough. Tony's gone through. Wasn't bad weight, was it?
Good weight again.
Good effort. So, they'll survey as the skips and leads change. How important is this end in the scheme of things? If Pryor and Hicks can win it, they give themselves a really strong foothold. But if they do concede, it brings Barry and Bonell right back into play.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think we've had, looking at the multiple scores there, we've had 2 threes, one after the other, and the rest have been 1s and 2s. There's not a lot of room there in the short game for a catch-up. So kicking out to a lead's a really big deal. And I think we'll see that very much next door.
Yeah.
But also here, if they get a bit of a score, but it looks like I think that's Tony's just been pushed in a little bit.
So Jonathan David Hall watching here from Zimbabwe. Good to have your company from wherever you're watching around the world, but this is as tense as it gets for Josh Barry and Tony Bonell.
Yeah, Tim looking to play the open hand now.
It's like one more to Ben Twist and Disco.
Well, are they coming back on? Another one just nabbed in, yeah. So that's 2 now for Bonell and Barry without having to do too much.
Yeah, Tim's been there or thereabouts.
To add in a third. Ooh.
Yes. Not sure if his has hung around to count, but certainly the one he knocked through probably still does.
David having a good look. Okay, I didn't see whether that was 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think he said 2. bowl left to come each yet, and still a bit of room here for Tim. Hasn't been too far away with his first two. Probably been a bit unlucky to run into traffic.
So, Tim Hicks.
He's close again with this one.
Tim Hicks, he doesn't want to move it too much, and he's done it.
Jack.
But will his fall over? Down 2.
Could still be 2 down. Yeah.
They've got bowls around the place, but now...
Probably a bit unlucky with all 3 bowls there, Tim.
Yeah.
Running to traffic these first 2. Playing a great bowl, his last one, but Jack just didn't go his way.
So, all of a sudden, we highlighted the importance of this end, and Josh Barry has a chance to make it a 3 and get back into this contest. They're down by 4. What are they down by now?
And he's added the third, looks like.
1. That'll be a 3. No, they're down by 1. Had Locke quizzing me there.
But yeah, 3 to Team Bonell and Barry, and
just a delayed answer to my own question.
Had me wondering what was going on too, to be fair. But that's all right.
So,
Tony and Josh 11, David and Tim 12.
And after 6 ends, it was 7-3 in favour of Pryor and Hicks. They got the lead out to 12-8. So the biggest that they've had has been 4 so far. Hasn't gotten beyond that. Back to 1 with 6 to play.
He's on the right line, but just dropped it a fair way short, a couple of metres short actually on that one.
No, you're right. It's just, yeah.
Why the short ends? Sharon's asked. They're not particularly. They're about 3/4 length. So it wouldn't be certainly wouldn't be anywhere near minimum length. They're both playing. They are both playing the very similar length. They've both got that dialed in. That's been their preference. No play with the out of the jack, as you sometimes see in, especially when someone's kicked away. But there's only one shot between them, so it may not be an advantage to moving the mat up. Or
David close with his second here, isn't he? Look at that! Wow, great bowl.
Magnificent. He's done it the last at least 5 ends.
Yeah, really putting some early pressure on these lead bowls. Tony's been pretty good up to this end. Tony's been pretty good with his weight. Sometimes hanging a bit wide, but he's not too far away. Just a bit shy.
Yeah, that's 2 short ones he's thrown in, and one that's a bit past Jack. So he wouldn't be happy with that. I'd be disappointed if it was me.
David's drawn another one, so 2 to David on the cross. As we look across to rink 4, looks like Twist and Wilson might be holding 1 at the moment.
Yep, bowl each left for each of the skips on that rink.
So that's Diani and Barton are up at the moment in that game, 11-6 after 11 ends against Twist and Wilson.
This one coming around.
Josh is close to the shot bowl here. Has sat it and remained for shot. Great bowl, Josh Barry.
Couldn't ask for better. It's exactly what he was aiming at. Executed beautifully. So Tim just a little bit short and a little bit across. He may have been aiming to play across a little bit anyway. Moving Jack back's a bit of an advantage for him there, with two sitting close to each other there at the back.
Yeah, Twist and Wilson picking up 2 on rink 4 to take the score to 11-8, looks like, after 12. So,
and well done Josh, just dropping another beautiful shot in right there.
Yeah, 2 crackers.
Heavy shot. It's playing with some intent. Looks like it
needs to miss the front.
It has.
He has. He's going to peel one out, maybe. Oh, not quite.
Just.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, I've just sat back down. On my travels, I went and had a quick look about to see how Sandy Wallace was going. She's up 9-6 in the fours.
Oh, good stuff.
The momentum. Sandy's open. Hashtag Sandy's open. That's what we're calling it now.
Sandy's open, could be. That's it. No, it's the final event officiating. So
no, we won't call it that.
No. Hashtag
the Open of Wallace.
The one that can bowl.
Yes. Sandy's AO, I reckon. Let's go with that.
Josh, looking away to third, he's very close. Very, very
close.
I
was just looking to drop in on the inside of the of David's bowl there, but just missed.
2 crackers. Tim Hicks looking to go back to the open draw now.
It's not on a bad line. Oh, I'm wrong. He's going to hit that front one. Yeah.
So it looks like Tony and Josh have hit the lead for the
Yep.
first time this match.
I know. Best time to do it.
Yep, only have to be in front at the end, and
Exactly.
we're 5 ends from the end now. 13-12 to Tony and Josh over David and Tim.
And welcome to the coverage, Lauren Wood. I know the leadership team from Moama Bowling Club are on their way, or at least have arrived this afternoon. Actually, what day is it today? It's Monday. No, later on in the week. My apologies.
Every day's a holiday up here in the Gold Coast.
Judging by the side of the crowd, I'd agree with that. We do have a nice close game here. 1 shot in it after the 13th end. Tony's put down a pretty good starter there.
He has.
Getting a good view of
chain of ponds.
chain of ponds. Tim Hicks,
Yep.
back of Tim Hicks' shirt there.
Tim, is he going to move? Oh, he's getting further. No, he's moving. There we go.
There he goes. We're giving him a wave across. It looked like he was going in the wrong direction.
We're all good now.
And South Australians playing on the rink next door to Nathans. So Pedersen and Black are up 25-8 after 13 ends against Rook and Healy.
Yeah, this is a trouncing, really.
Yeah, they've been turning it on all day, haven't they, the 2 Nathans?
They have Nathan squared, as we've called them. So now, what's the strategy for Hicks and Pryor as they look to try and wrestle momentum back? They've dropped 5 on the last 2 ends.
Yeah, gone a little bit shorter with this end, and both leads just struggling to find the weight a little, which can happen. You change the length. So, yeah, this end probably for the taking. A bit of room for either skip to get in there.
Yeah, no real advantage anywhere. You're thinking of what I'd do if I was a skipper from either side there, and I'm still looking to push Jack a little bit, or if I'm Tim, or if I'm Josh, I'm looking either to bring my leads bowls into the game, because they're not that far away in front, or push it through those bowls at the back and get it to the back one. But of course, everyone else noticed that I forgot to say just a dead draw. Pretty much like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So next door,
Oh, big
after
shot.
this big wait,
Having a run, yeah.
just missing out here, Josh Barry.
That's in response to a brilliant bowl by Tim Hicks that just sat perfectly on Jack, and he's still sitting there resting.
Now, it was close, but that was close to going on the next rink, where Ben Twist and Aaron Wilson, I think, are holding 3 here, which would get them in front after being, I think it was 11-3 down.
Yeah, it's certainly been a great fight back in the game. Great start from Diani and Barton to get out to that lead.
Tim Hicks has perfectly drawn another one.
Yeah, two crackers from Tim. Said while there was a bit of room to draw in, two fantastic bowls.
So he's got to change from drive to draw here, Josh Barry, and he's gone around the back.
So Tim may just draw all 3 on his own here this end.
And this would be quite something after surrendering the lead.
He's close again. 3 very good bowls from Tim Hicks to go from
And an,
So-
to holding 3.
and an appropriate response from the crowd here too.
So, 15-13. This is ebbing and flowing. It's the first time, really, the momentum has seen the lead swing a couple of times.
End for end, last
Yep.
3.
Dave and Tim have been the ones that have held that ascendancy throughout most of the contest. So, what do Bonell and Barry have in reply, gentlemen? We have a 4-end shootout, pretty much, with the head start going to the South Australians.
The shadows from those trees you mentioned earlier are really coming across now.
Yep, the green almost totally covered. This rink is anyway.
Twist and Wilson picked up the 14th end in their game. Couldn't quite see the score, but
Yeah.
so they were 2 behind after 13 ends.
There's David putting his first one back 1.5 meters. Pretty close to the line.
So this one has just gotten closer and closer. Tim and David would love to finish it off, considering they have led for the majority of the match. They've only been down after 2 ends of this contest. One of them was the first end, and the other one was end number 13. But they've wrestled the momentum back with a 3. Peter Morris, it certainly is me in commentary. Peter is a very good man, works for SEN and Rainmaker, the television department. Hopefully we'll see him up here at the Australian Open.
Nathan Squared as game has gone 25-12. The New South Welshmen really staging a bit of a comeback there as well.
Yeah, they definitely need that at this stage, don't they, Ben? You know,
absolutely
4
correct.
ends to go, so need to win all of them, really. It's been a big effort for Paul Rook and Carl Hurley to get through the final 32.
So Now, the options for David Pryor. A dead draw. And he's gone jack high. Weight good. Would have left a little bit more on his line, but it was pretty damn good.
Good enough to hold shot, but there's something for his opposition to use there.
Yeah, and Tony looking to come in on the forehand. Is in the area.
He's very close. Chris Wallace.
He might have just absolutely drawn this. Wow, what a bowl. What a bowl.
This is why he's a Commonwealth Games gold medalist. I'll certainly see you tomorrow, Peter. Looking forward to it. I was at SEN. His office and my desk were pretty much right adjacent to each other, so used to have a lot of discussions. He's a good man.
SEN, a radio station where I'd love to see in other states outside of Victoria. It's all I listened to when I was living down there.
It is. You can download the SEN app. Our great friends.
Their networks around the country now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, the New South Wales one, but
great bowl coming in here from Tim.
He would have loved to have trailed that a little bit more, because that would have taken it right to where David Pryor's was.
he's left jack exposed though, which is a good thing. He didn't tuck it away behind Tony's bowl. Oh, here we go.
That's a wonderful bowl.
Yeah.
That's Josh. Yep.
Now it's
making
tucked away.
2. Yeah.
Which would make it level pegging if it stayed that way. Aaron Wilson, he's down 3 here at next door. And
He may have drawn second.
Might have just cut it down, yeah.
Oh, contact would be nice. It's what he's aiming at and has. And has exposed jack. Made it a little bit better for himself with one bowl left.
Tim maybe 1 down, is he? Yeah. Certainly not 2 anymore.
Oh, wow, this is heating up next door because Aaron Wilson and Ben Twist.
2 down at the moment, aren't
Yeah.
they? It's a
Disco's got 1 more.
Deani Barton.
Another solid effort from Josh Barry as well. Instructions on the forehand. Jack in for 3.
That's right. He's called for just a metre through, not a super heavy shot. Even though it is there, and he has put it down without weight.
You can roll the bowl or get jack.
Is it tight? I think it is. It's not holding, but
it's a split. No.
Not a bad effort.
Impacted just a little bit too square. Everything but.
Just needed that little bit more grass, didn't he?
And Josh with a chance to draw the extra.
Free kick here.
Good strike back straight away.
Looks like 1. The ball just falls out casually by itself. I love when that happens. It's been stopped there for about 5 minutes and then decides to fall.
Josh has played a pretty safe bowl here.
Yeah. He didn't want to cut the head too much just in case, but he's, as you said, been played very safe to win the end.
I reckon, is that a 1?
Skip's come down after himself.
Yep.
Might get the score update
Yeah.
at the other end anyway.
Tim Hicks fixing the scoreboard at the moment.
15 ends played, and David Pryor and Tim Hicks on 15.
Josh Barry is keeping us in suspense. $14, that was a 1. So, 1 shot the difference. 3 ends to play. This is heating up beautifully to finish day 10 of the Australian Open. We're into double figures. Australian Open proudly presented by Apia, who are proud to support the event, volunteers and officials.
Just looking for a score update. I think they sorry.
Yeah, Tiani and Barton is they're up 14-11 against Twist and Wilson. 3 ends to go as well.
They've just scored, so it was closer than that.
Yeah, they just picked up a 3.
Yeah.
So it was even.
So defending champs need to pick up 3 and 3 ends, or 4 to win.
Or do they go to an extra end?
They could. 3's enough for that extra end.
Played 15 here.
Yep.
And I believe that Carl Healy and Nathan Pedersen, are they shaking hands or? No.
No, Jack's coming down again. Meanwhile, both leads here have put down pretty good bowls to start. Just in behind Jack there.
One shot the difference, guys. The biggest it's been has been 4. It's been on 2 occasions, 12-8 and 7-3 in favour of David Pryor and Tim Hicks.
The ghost of a lost bowler. What do you mean by that, Sharon?
Yeah, not sure there.
Sounds like another book we should write.
Might be a good book.
Ghost of the Greens.
Children's novels written by Ben Crickstolitis.
That's better than our 80s disco novel we were mentioning before.
Yeah.
It's carried Jack through and given away a shot, sadly, but a pretty good shot, and Jack's still exposed.
It'll give him confidence, but maybe a change of hand could be in the offing. Tony obliging there. That one's going to come out from in between the 2 bowlers here. How's it going? Good effort.
Yeah.
Just drifts past.
And ended up a good spot there, just behind the Jack.
Very good home. Ready to catch Jack as it comes through.
Yep.
David is playing that hand.
Yeah, well, no doubt David and Tim will both be looking to move the Jack or sit shot bowl.
Ah, that's what Sharon means. Has he got the Jack? Oh,
he's
he's
just got the
masked
edge
it
of it.
away.
Yeah, it's made it a little bit harder to get
Yeah.
to, but still something there to be seen.
Maybe a real heavy shot on there potentially as well, just to cut Jack out.
I think David would have liked it in its prior position.
Yeah.
That's completely slipped over your head there, hasn't it? Now Wally's gotten it.
No, just keeping my eye on there. The Twist and Wilson rink as well. Looks like Twisty's drawn at least 1, if not 2, on the leads cross on the 3rd last end. Noting that Twist and Wilson down 3 with 3 to go.
Ben's just clicked.
Had to have it pointed out to me, to be fair.
Yeah, no, so
Not that clever.
So it wasn't a good pun. That's what you're saying.
That was good.
And that
Josh.
one there,
Yes.
Josh Barry, he's come to play.
Might have made 2. It's close, but let's tuck the Jack in a bit more. David calling Tim to sort of now almost rumble through the head to spring it free. Yeah. David almost looking for alternatives. It's not that easy to see from where he is on the mat. Where he is on the mat, I should say.
So he's gone for bigger weight, and he's not far away.
That was a fair sight.
Was not far away the entire time. Just never, ever darted back enough. Oh, a bit of luck there. I thought going against Twist and Wilson, but it ended up being okay.
What's Josh got here?
I think he's got something good.
His last bowl.
It's coming.
Gets a bit of Jack.
It's coming. Oh, he's knocked his own away.
That's okay. It's just a different one.
Yep.
Different first shot, looks like.
One in, one out.
That might change Tim's shot a little bit. He's
Apparently only one.
a lot of risk.
Yeah, it looks
there.
only 1. I think those back bowls are just a bit further behind.
Yeah, it's does look like just the one, but it's a risky. He doesn't want to move the jack too far back.
Might be under.
Yeah. Had to give it a go again. Had to be up there. And
So one each for Josh and Tim.
The rink next door, Twist and Wilson, they're down 3 with 3 to go, holding 1 or 2.
Disco will have last bowl, Wally.
Yeah, Barton looking to come in and
almost got the result.
A bowl in, but
very close.
Here comes Josh again in that's a very it's going to cut a little bit, I think, and not quite make it, but he had this very similar pace to his last one.
Okay, so this is a huge bowl for Tim Hicks. It's 1 at the moment, which would make it a one-shot ball game an even ball game with 2 ends to go.
A bit of a decision for him to make here, because if he goes big, either takes his bowl out of the head or moves the jack back, he could be 3 or 4 down.
And you don't want to cough up that lead.
No.
With 2 ends to play. It's a very risky.
Yeah, so I think that's what's causing pause for thought here as to what he plays. He may just try and play the perfect bowl and just try to roll his in once, or perhaps sit shot bowl, but he's probably very wary. He doesn't want to move that jack backwards at all.
Just want to point out an interesting effect that we're getting here, some interesting shadows across the rink. That's because the sun's reflecting off one of the large buildings there in front of us, and creating almost like someone's turned the spotlight on these blokes.
Yep.
Tim's chosen to go nowhere near the head whatsoever. He's picked up the mat pretty quickly and probably just concede the 1 down.
So
a fair call.
Might as well have just played 2 ends to start this one, because that's what we've got, a 2-end shootout. 15 apiece.
Yep. Up and back, and then we'll see if we need any more after that.
Here we go. In tennis, this would just be after 2 points. We've got 15 all after pretty much 2 hours.
Game's finished on the for the Nathans.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nathan Pedersen, Nathan Black winning that one quite easily in the end, but last score we've seen is 25-13. They did play the 16th end, but it's a good win, but well done to Paul Rook and Carl Healy for make it through the final 32.
Josh Barry saying great start here.
Tony very close for this first on the second last end.
Yeah, certainly something for the skip to be happy about there.
Twist and Wilson won the 16th end. We didn't see what the score was. They were 3 behind.
So David Pryor.
Oh, what a response.
David Pryor, beautifully
Fantastic.
done. Vicky Turner saying it's been an entertaining game. It has been. It's gotten better and better, hasn't it? It still feels like they're both feeling each other out.
Oh, it's just momentum up, momentum down. There's been no real advantage to either of them. Every hand's been very even.
Yeah, and Tony, great weight again. Just jack high, but in a good position.
It's quite amazing to me right now how much light that reflection's creating on the green. I can see it on the camera now. It's like someone's turned the lights on.
Oh, well, these 4 players have turned the lights on because they are playing beautiful bowls. So drama aplenty here.
Getting a look at that now, Kev. We're not sure what happened on the last end. They haven't adjusted the scoreboard.
No, not as of yet.
However, Twisty and Wilson and Disco did manage to at least pick up one because they held the mat.
Now, what has David Pryor got?
He's close to this back bowl. He's just slid through.
Got a little rub on the way through.
David and Tim holding one on the cross. On the Twist and Wilson rink. Jack just has moved.
Still one. Went along with the trail.
Downey and Barton holding one there. As the Leeds crossover.
So, an end and a half to go here as the skips make their change. Or do we? Do we have an extra end, guys?
Oh, we could. We could.
Nick Hind was calling for a draw all week. He never got one. Might just have one here. Who knows?
Yeah, Josh had decent weight in his first one there. A little tight, but...
Disco just running through a little gap on the side there. I know we can't see it on the screen, but it's there's a big crowd of people around the back of that rink right now.
Yep.
People anticipating an upset. They're standing here and everyone's watching rink by rink, like almost like people watching tennis, heads flicking back and forward.
Greg just saying it's a shame one of these teams has to miss out, and it is. They've both been exceptional. What have we got now? Josh Barry coming around.
Giving it more
Is
grass.
Weight enough.
Hold up enough. He's close. He's got it.
He's done enough.
Shot. Good bowl, Josh.
So I've lost sight of what's in the head of the Wilson game for now, but we'll try to keep you updated as it goes on.
Sharon Kane saying that Gail Tho and CP Ng match came close to a tie, but that ended up timed out at 2018. 18 all going into that final end when the hooter went off. As
just threw one hard.
Tim Hicks. He's
close, isn't he?
He's mightily close. Tim Hicks has drawn it.
What a bowl.
Absolutely fantastic effort to drop it in just the right weight, just the right grass to sit there in front of Josh's bowl, and Josh has now got a reply.
He's had a bowl and a half width to draw it, and he's drawn that off. Couldn't move the jack. It was danger if he trailed the jack back. Played an absolute bomb.
Yep, good brave bowl, executed perfectly.
They continue to jostle.
So now Josh has an opportunity. He can sit that bowl. He can trail the jack for a few.
He's got more options here than what Tim Hicks did. Call it in for us, Chris Wallace.
Yeah, well, he's certainly not going to be short. He's played the right weight. It's just a matter if he has the line.
Tony Bonell liked it originally, but it just
slid under.
Darted away at the end, didn't it?
Oh, I can't believe how far that turned. That's,
enough weight to draw the shot.
That just seemed to, the last minute, just turn almost back towards him like a boomerang.
It did.
Yeah. Now, again, some thought here for Tim. Does he try to play something here?
Or
Very precarious head for him.
Or do they?
Do they take the one?
What
do you do, Val?
You'd almost concede. There's too much danger.
Risk everywhere. Bit of excitement over on the rink next door. We can't see what's happening there at the moment. Jack's moved across him from behind the crowd, so we absolutely unsold. I take that back. I can see the... no, I can't. Not properly.
I think they're down one, Disco and Twisty. Down one.
Well, the same as this game. Big, important ends. They're both playing towards this way, so there's another end to go up on the board that we can't see. 2 ends each.
So he's going to play it here.
Yeah,
this would be conservative, though.
He's changing hands, yeah. He's going to probably stay. I don't think you'll see him cross the head here.
Oh, I reckon he's come narrow. But he hasn't made it.
Yeah, but he's just going to drop a yard short, I think. A couple.
Very safe.
Yep, safe line, safe weight. So, there is one end to play, and it is a 16-15 lead to David Pryor and Tim Hicks from South Australia. The final bowl will be to Josh Barry. Do we go extra end? Or is this it? We're going to get an update next door as well. We do know that Twist and Wilson, well, they're rolling the jack. It's 15-14 with an end to go. So both matches.
Both matches.
Twisted Wilson one behind on the last end. We're in for a grandstand finish here on both rinks.
Well, actually, no. So it wasn't twist. So Disco will have last bowl. So one shot the difference on both rinks here. The crowd has congregated all to green one. Just got a couple of people dancing right next to us. They're happy.
The absolute massive humanity all around us, all around behind
We've
us.
got a cheer squad behind us. You can see if you guys want to give us a wave in the camera. It is over there, but
Look at the distance.
Oh, and tell you what, Tony has gone almost T to T here. The first time we've seen real variation in the length. And adding a bit of random to it. He's dropped a metre short, but he's definitely the closest. Sorry, was it David that did it?
Yep.
Through the jack,
David,
yeah.
my apologies. Yeah, he's gone T to T.
trying something new.
Well, it's defensive.
He's a bit narrow with his first, a bit more grass with his second, but they are really hooping back now.
So just tail of the tape here. On two ends only of the 17 that we've played so far, have David Pryor and Tim Hicks been behind. That was one of those was on end 1. The other one was on end 13. They've led or it's been tied for every other end in this contest.
That's been fantastic. And Davis just dropped one jack high. And here comes Tony to try to match it up. It looks like it's just going to pull in short. It's hard to tell.
We're unsure.
Yeah,
I do like the jack high bowl a little better, but I've been
I think
certainly
you're right,
been
Ben.
wrong before.
I think so. Yep. On the Twist Wilson rink. So second bowl going down from Twisty now.
So David Pryor has now done all that he can. Let's see what the result is.
The applause is from the rink next door. Ben Twist has just trailed the jack for
And a
one.
little squeeze past the jack from David Pryor. Now Tony Bonell. Of course, we don't know if he's done all that he can because we may be going to an extra end. We don't know if this is a 1, it's a tie. And we go again.
And we go again, and we keep going.
And then after that, we could go again if there's if there's 2 resting touches. Who knows?
A bit of rush of blood there from Tony. He's lost that one.
Yeah. So that's it. The leads have done their job for the 18 ends. That's the regulation time.
That's it. All they can do now is watch the skips as they play their game. It's a game of singles at this point.
So, Josh Barry needs to score. Tim Hicks needs to defend. Ben Twist bowls, then Tim Hicks bowls.
Slowing down. Ben Twist holding 1 at the moment.
You can see both bowls, not balls, come down the rink.
Here he comes.
Ben's just drawn a second. Tim
And that
looking to
he's
slide off
going
the
to
front
slide and just dip.
almost.
I thought he'd done that. I thought he had the little slider off the front. Would have been an epic finish to that.
Well, then we would have known for sure who's got shot. I'm leaning towards... I don't know who I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, we haven't got an indication from the players as
Here
yet.
it comes.
Josh is
Oh,
close here.
look.
Oh, he's rocked the ball out.
Who has shot?
He rocked it around and it fell in. It may actually be closer.
Still a few to come, and 1 is all it might take at the moment. Either way.
He's taken his grass here, Tim Hicks. Tim Hicks has taken his grass.
Oh.
And he's gone through.
Oh,
Little change to who's holding on that other rink now.
yeah, looks like Diani's drawn the shot there.
Could we be on for 2 extra ends here?
Here comes Josh's bowl. He's running after
Josh
it.
Barry.
Oh, knocking that one. Or
Does like it, he
Rub,
can
look.
run into that.
yes.
He's got a piece of it, and he's
Well-
drawn the shot.
Well, now we know who's got shot, but is it 2? And Aaron Wilson as
has
well.
Played a bowl next door to sit a bowl for.
As David takes his time, he's going to walk down and have a good look at the head and see what he can do here.
It's his last bowl. It makes a difference, doesn't it? If he's
Absolutely.
1 or 2 down for sure. Barton looking to holding one.
Holding one.
So,
Wow.
Holding the draw at the moment.
so yeah, live leaderboard in Twist Wilson's rink, all square. Aaron Wilson's bowl coming down.
These guys are measuring
Yeah.
very intently, magic fingers on this rink to see what's happening.
Aaron needs his bowl to drop a touch. Twisty willing it in. It's got to fall, and it has.
So they're holding 2, which means provisionally they've got the win.
That's it.
One bowl to come.
One bowl to come.
And the lights have just turned on, believe it or not, on this rink.
Well, it's coincidental because all 4 have been playing lights out bowls.
Very good, Val.
So let's see.
Righto, Dave for the big bowl here.
Tim Hicks.
All right, he's got some weight on it. It's got the grass.
He's gone with grass. Oh, well, I'm not sure.
Needs to drop. This will be.
We'll
Find out if he was 1 or 2 down.
Are we going to shake hands here?
They're having second looks.
Oh, they are.
Josh has got a bowl to go. Here comes a run.
A run on a Twist Wilson rink. Jack
Oh,
is
it's dead.
dead.
On his back.
Jack has sprung out.
Aaron Wilson's in the ditch.
No, Disco's covering the tee here. So there was a runner there, and I think
It might be all square. Wilson
with
rink.
Disco with one more now. So we've got 2 bowls here coming. Disco and Josh Barry. Both going for a win. Josh Barry. It's coming down, and Tony Bonell
know
might
where to
be
look.
standing in the way. We can't quite see.
That's it. Josh playing for the win.
Josh Barry
Disco also playing for the win on his. Josh needing a roll.
Promotes
has
it.
Got it. I think he's got it. I think he's done enough.
Celebration.
Josh
and
Barry, they shake hands, and
And it looks like on the other rink as well. So
Same thing.
Twist and Wilson
There we
shaking
go.
hands also. It's like
so
The last end, 2 shots on each rink to win.
the
Incredible.
climax of both matches, Josh Barry and Tony Bonell have only led after 3 ends in this match, one of which was the final end. They get the job done 17-15 in an epic contest. And then Aaron Wilson and Ben Twist have stolen it as
behind
well.
the whole game. Yeah, behind the whole game.
Unbelievable.
And 2 on the last to
2
win.
comebacks of
Amazing
epic
finish.
proportions to conclude day 10 of Rinkside Live at the Australian Open. My God, we were treated to an absolute slugfest. That was brilliant. Chris Wallace and Ben Crixtolitis, thank you for joining me, Val Febo, here today. That was a pleasure.
Oh, it's been great to be a part of it. Amazing finishes, amazing games. Thanks, Val. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, team. My mind has been absolutely blown by that. I'm going to go home absolutely spent and have a good rest, and we'll be back to it tomorrow.
My mind is absolutely exhausted as well. Thank you to you, gentlemen. The Australian Open proudly presented by Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees and helping you live the good life and play bowls. And with thanks to Australia's Gold Coast and Tourism and Events Queensland. We wouldn't be here without them. We'll catch you tomorrow from 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for more men's pairs action. If it's anything like today, we cannot wait.